rolled a 6 on the other die. I think Cam will be going first.
I think I did hear Cam say he's going first, so it's safe to say Kamal did not roll a 6 on that other die.
Former teammates.
Oh, no,
it was
stand
Kamal.
corrected.
It was Kamal. He did roll a 5 or a 6. Must have been a 6 since he went outright. And he's going to start with a case for K9. That's going to add K9 Jokel from the deck to the hand.
And Crystron Salvador. Yep. Affect the Crystron Salvador. Yep.
All right, Jokel and Salvador coming down. Salvador is going to be able to add or send a couple of Crystrons, and then that'll allow him to add Crystrons cards from the deck to hand. It's going to send down Smeagol and Sulfenir.
It was fine.
It's nice synergy with the Jokel because they're both level 5 monsters, so Jokel can bring it out.
All right, let's see what Kamal does next. Now that he's facing down that Mulcharmy Fualos, Cam has some interaction. You can banish the Smeagol from his graveyard, I believe, to add a Crystron spell or trap, potentially, if he wants to find access to Crystron inclusion.
We might see him do that.
Affect the Smeagol. That's good.
That's a good way to put up a little bit of interaction without having to dip into the extra deck and give a draw to Cameron.
Inclusion. Yep.
All right, so he does add the Crystron inclusion to the hand.
Sure. That lantern. Sure.
All right, now the Jokel is going to add the Lantern from the deck to the hand as well. Cam really relying on this Mulcharmy Follows to slow Kamal down or have him get some good cards off the top of his deck here.
It looks like Kamal has a Droll and Lockbird, so if he doesn't need to go into his own deck, he can let Cameron draw one card and then use Droll and Lockbird.
That could be the case here. We'll have to see how he navigates this turn.
He might also just choose to save that for Cameron's next turn.
+1. I do that double 1 form. Put some in that.
He has a lot of options here.
He's going to send both of his monsters to the graveyard to perform a link summon for Artifact Dagda. Kamal Crooks is up to no good here, and he is going to use that Droll and Lockbird.
So it does affect both players, so Kamal can't go into his deck to add cards from the deck to the hand either. But Cameron can no longer draw cards from the effect of his Fualos. And that Fualos was a monster effect activated in the hand, so he is able to special summon the Azuna.
Indeed he is. Azuna is going to be able to send a K9 monster to the graveyard. The Dagda is going to set the Artifact Morinir. Now Lupus is in the graveyard.
I'm gonna go back in.
Are you gonna go back in? Oh, if he finds another effect to like send cards to the graveyard, potentially he could end up going back in. Just can't add anything from the deck to the hand.
Right, nothing stopping him from sending cards from the deck to the graveyard. Who needs Paradise Smashers when you have Dagda?
Artifact Dagda back at it again. All right, Kamal considering his next action, and it's going to be Lantern. It's going to special summon from the hand and bring back a level 5 monster. No response here from Cam. Overlay those 2 level 5s to exceed summon the rank 5 Ripper. Okay. Can't add because he's under his own Droll, but he's just going to use Sulfenir's effect.
Okay.
Get the artifact in the graveyard. Lupus is going to come down to the field.
Yeah, so he destroyed the artifact with his Sulfenir.
On the gate.
Ghost Bell. But that's not the princess is going to special summon the artifact to Cam's side of the field.
That's not where Cam wants to see it.
Certainly is not. He doesn't want to be locked into artifact monsters. And that Droll and Lockbird shutting down the Fualos really got Kamal back into this game.
Tell me, Billy, how many artifacts are in Cameron's deck?
Not enough, that's for certain. Now, Synchro Summon for Crystron Skeltis is coming down. Going to be able to banish the Tristaros to destroy the Skeltis, and that's going to special summon 2 Crystron monsters from the deck.
So, affected the synchro.
And it's going to be 2 more copies of Sulfador. The Tristaros is coming back onto the field.
We're going to see Nova into Infinity. Now he has a negation as well.
Infinity take.
And he absorbs it to give an extra material to Cyber Dragon Infinity.
Synchro.
Banishes
the inclusion.
Pass.
Another Synchro Summon for F.A. Don Dragster.
Now he can negate a spell as well.
So he has multiple negates, multiple ways to stop, and Cam's not going to be able to outmaneuver. A fist bump from both players. Now let's see what Cam is working with. What is he going to do? I do see at least a Marshmallow Yummy in his hand. Is that all he has? He's going to start with the Marshmallow. He can special summon it since he doesn't control any monsters.
I think Kamal said he's thinking.
Does he have a Mulcharmy?
And if so, which one?
Okay, no, it's just going to be Izuna. So this is where Marshmallow differs from the other Yummy monsters. When you special summon the other Yummy monsters, they aren't effects that activate in the hand. They just special summon themselves. But Marshmallow Yummy does activate, enabling the Izuna. But Cam has the Ghost Bell trying to keep that Lupus in the graveyard.
All right, he can't do much with the Izuna alone.
No, you need that Lupus to be able to Exceed Summon during your opponent's turn. This could be the window that Cam needs to get back into this match.
A Link summons Snatchy using the Marshmallow and activate its effect. It looks like he's going to put one of his field spell cards in play. You typically see Mignon come out, and that's exactly what he's going to do, since it has the ability to special summon one of the Yummy monsters from his graveyard and help build his field.
Minion effect?
Sure. That's exactly what he's doing next. He's going to bring back Marshmallow with Mignon's effect. Now he's going to treat that Snatchy as a level 1 tuner, tune it with the Marshmallow.
Cupsy effect.
And that is
Cupsy Yummy Way.
Cupsy Yummy Way. So that will allow him to get 2 cards from his deck before sending one to the grave. And he's getting Cupsy Yummy.
And
Cookie Yummy.
Cupsy and Cookie. And now let's see what he decides to send to his graveyard. I see a couple of Mitsurugi cards that aren't doing too much in his hand, but it could just be the Cookie Yummy he sends. But no, I imagine it's going to be the Mitsurugi Mirror. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's not doing anything with that.
All right, now since he controls that level 2 Synchro monster, he can special summon Cupsy Yummy from the hand.
He is activating its effect. Doesn't look like Kamal has a lot more interaction. Maybe he's just holding it back. We saw a very restrained style of play in that top 4 match.
We certainly did, and now he's going to grab that last Yummy name with Lollipo being added to the hand. All right, next is going to be a Synchro Summon with Cupsy Yummy Way and Yummy Cupsy. Cam taking a look at his hand before he decides what level 3 Synchro he wants to summon, but it's going to be the Martial Metal Marcher. On summon, Martial Metal Marcher can bring back the Cupsy Yummy Way to the field. What is he going to do next? It looks like he's looking to Link Summon using that Cupsy Yummy Way as a material to summon a Yummy Snatchy. He still has more Yummy monsters to continue special summoning from his hand. Cookie's coming down next. He still has a Yummy Surprise too. Looks like he's going to go ahead and use the Cookie Yummy to lower Izuna's attack by 1,000. It does destroy it if it's special summoned by a Synchro monster.
Not particularly relevant at the moment.
Nope, and another Synchro Summon is going to be performed here from Cam. for Lollipo Yummy Way. That's going to special summon back 2 Yummy monsters on summon.
It's a nice way to build the field. So he'll get Cookie and
Good.
is that Cupsy Yummy Way?
Yep. Interesting, because, yeah, he could have used the effect. Oh, no, it's negated right now. He would have to probably use it on the next turn, but he's going to synchro with the Martial Metal Marcher and the Cookie Yummy Way for Herald of Arc Light.
Looks like it. Looks like he's second-guessing it, but it appears to be what he's reaching for.
Yeah, he might be thinking about like the next play he's going to do after this, or yeah, just deciding what zone to put it in. Interesting to put in the extra monster zone, but this probably means he's going to send it to the graveyard to link summon Gravity Controller. Now this is where the Yummy part of his deck is going to bridge into the Mitsurugi cards, because Herald of Arclight will be able to add a ritual monster from his deck to his hand.
Very cool. The Gravity Controller needs a monster in the extra monster zone in order to link summon it.
Which is why we saw him put it there. Smart stuff here from Cam the man.
How the fuck? Yep.
And there's Habakiri. That's going to unlock his Mitsurugi engine. It's such a creative bridge, using these Yummy cards to get you into the Herald of the Arclight to link it away.
Yeah, lots of different ways you can go about it.
Fuck.
All right, now the Gravity Controller is going to be sent to the graveyard. Aramasa is going to be summoned.
So it looks like he used the Habakiri's effect.
Yeah.
And that's how he's accomplishing this. Then with Aramasa, he's going to get Mirakumo. He already had the Mitsurugi Ritual in his hand, it looks like. So it was the ritual monsters that he needed. And the Herald of the Arclight going to the graveyard is how he got there. So he's going to activate Mitsurugi Ritual, summoning from the hand by tributing from the deck.
It's going to send Saji and Kusanagi.
1 Saji, 2 Kusanagi.
Kusanagi's going to be able to add it back from the graveyard. He's going to put that Mitsurugi Ritual back in his hand. The Saji's going to be able to add a Mitsurugi spell. He's going to grab Mitsurugi Prayers.
Looks like Cameron's in very good shape, but we don't know what Kamal has for countering it.
Special.
Now he still has that Lollipo Yummy in hand, so he's going to be able to summon it and return the Lupus back into the deck.
It's not bad.
Definitely something you want to do before you have to pass back to your opponent. Now we're going to see the Samsara Sorrow Cat be summoned, which is a really cool addition into the deck. Since Herald of the Arclight was limited, players have found a way to use the Samsara Sorrow Cat to put that Herald of the Arclight back and then synchro summon it out onto the field again.
That is pretty cool.
Samsara.
He's going to send it to the graveyard to link summon IP Masquerena.
Yeah.
But now here comes that effect of the Samsara Sorrow Cat, returning the Herald of the Arclight, special summoning itself back to the field. And now Yummy Surprise already in Cam's hand. He didn't have to add it. It's going to bring back the Marshmallow Yummy. Unsummon the Marshmallow Yummy is going to return the Yummy Surprise back to the hand, followed up by that Synchro Summon for that Herald of the Arclight back onto the field for the second time this turn, despite being limited to 1.
Ritual summon from deck.
Yeah.
And Cam just putting on a clinic and showing why he is here in the finals. This is what makes the Yummy Mitsurugi deck so powerful.
Yeah, he'll use the second effect of that Mitsurugi Ritual, and this time he'll tribute from the field to summon from the deck.
Mirakumo.
He's going to special summon Futso by tributing Mirakumo. Mirakumo will come back since it was properly summoned and then tributed, and also its effect will be used to add a Mitsurugi card from his deck to his hand, and he's gained Great Purification, which can negate a card that Kamal activates.
Draw for turn.
So he's in a commanding position, it looks like.
Yeah, both players really drawing extremely well for going first, not having to deal with too much interaction, even though Kamal had the answers to Cam's things in game number 1, but that's it. Cam is going to take game number 2, and these players are not having too much. It's game 3. Let's do this.
I like the old Pegasus quote. It's better to be lucky than good.
Oh, that's a classic one for sure, and it is. And Kamal starting off quickly by normal summoning K9 Naroi.
He resolves the effect. He gets to special summon a K9 from his deck. He is off to a good start. He gets Jokal.
No bricks here. All gas, no brakes. Noroi summoning the Jokul, as you mentioned. Jokul adding the Lantern. Cam doesn't have any interaction just yet. No Fuwalos, no Perilia, no Mulcharmy anywhere to be seen.
And now Kamal is going to summon the Ripper, so it's able to negate any of those cards if Cameron tries to activate one of them.
Things are looking really good here for Kamal just at the beginning here, game number 3. Going to add a Jokul to the hand. He's going to go for Lantern next, target the Noroi. Cam takes a look but has no response.
He now uses the Lantern's effect. There's the spell he's taking. It's a case for K9. I suspect he's going to activate it to add a K9 monster to his hand, but then send it to the graveyard to get a quick look at Cameron's hand.
And then Noroy's probably about to collect some evidence and investigate the crime scene and take a peek at what Cam is holding in his hand. And then we all get to see it too. So here we go for the information. Okay, Lightning Storm is what he needs to know. Good information there. Prayers, Mitsurugi Ritual, pre-preparation, and a Ghost Bell in Haunted Mansion. So he has some powerful spells in his hand, things he can do, but Kamal's going to be able to play this perfectly as he is operating with perfect information now.
Yeah, the Ghost Bell won't help because Ripper can negate it, and there's nothing stopping him from using Ripper to negate it since he knows Cam doesn't have anything else, any other monster effects to activate from the hand. But it's the Lightning Storm that he really needs to play around now that he knows it's there.
The K9s are on the case, and now Kamal could be mere moments away from becoming a 6-time YCS champion now that all the evidence has been presented in front of him. He's going to send those 2 monsters to the graveyard to perform a Link Summon for Platinum Gadget. This has been the combo of the weekend. He's going to be able to special summon that Scrap Recycler from his hand that he added off the Infinite Track. And then the Scrap Recycler is going to send the Crystron Smeagol down to the graveyard. Then that's going to be linked away for a Clockwork Knight.
No, tribute.
And the Scrap Recycler is coming back onto the field to use the effect again to get another Crystron monster in the graveyard. He's going to send down a copy of Sulfaneer.
There's the artifact Dagda. If he's able to give an artifact to Cam Neal, that also solves his Lightning Storm problem since he controls a card and can't activate it.
That is true. Now he's going to banish the Crystron Speaker from the graveyard to add a Crystron Speller Trap from the deck to the hand. I think Cam knows he's not in great shape right now.
Yeah, you could tell.
Crystron Inclusion is going to be the next card activated. And that's the actual Clockwork Knight being activated here. Yeah.
He plays Clockwork Knight and the other Clockwork Knight.
Definitely. And then that triggered Artifact Dagda's effect to be able to set the Artifact Morinir. Inclusion is next.
And Sulfador.
Adds a copy of Sulfador to the hand, or to the graveyard. He's going to try and use the Ghost Bell here. Kamal just has the call by the grave and uses it instead. And that's it! Cam doesn't want to see any more. He's going to concede, and Kamal